because we need to eat too, right? So integrated pest management was a fascinating concept then. And I like that. I came for a master's. I applied for a master's at Oklahoma State University, studied integrated pest management of pests in store product system in storage, things that would affect your food in pantry, something that would be eating your food in storage. Then after fast forward 7 years, I got an opportunity to come to California to work in citrus system. Then from the post-harvest old, I set foot in a field situation. And ever since, it's been 2 years I joined my position. Ever since I joined this position, it's been challenging and exciting and rewarding at the same time, because the challenges our growers face in field day to day is different than what plant house managers storing the food and managing the food face over there in a post-harvest situation. So I got up to here, but then it continues to be a challenging experience, a new experience for me. And then I also get to see how, talks I give, newsletter articles that I write, emails I send, when I get a feedback that, hey, this is great. This information helped me to train other people and also help me make better decisions in terms of pest management is something really rewarding. And always, in terms of why I see myself retiring in this job is because it's exciting every day. It's not, the problems don't stay the same. Things keep changing, and you always have something new to work on, and it's fun as well as rewarding. So
it really does sound like you're passionate about your job, which is so important, and makes life so much better.
Yeah.
My second question, another thing that I'm interested about, is what do you think is your favorite or the most rewarding part about your job, as you were just talking about?
So the most favorite part of my job is that I don't know everything, right? It keeps my mind young, as I want to say, because it's like, okay, I get a photo. It's fun in a way that I will get an email of an insect on a plant, on a citrus leaf, saying that I have this problem. What do I do about it? And there goes my, okay, this is interesting. I'll ask further question. What did you find? Did you see this or not? If we can solve it through email, then we'll try to do that. If not, I'll go on a farm call and try to see the damages it made. And if it's something I know, again, as I said earlier, we talk about things. But if it's something which I don't know, that happens a lot. I get to talk to experts. I get to do my research of digging through literature. And that's most exciting part of my job. And it's rewarding because when I get back to that grower or that farmer or that pest control advisor that asked that question to begin with, I feel like I have helped them to make a change in their practice. So that's most rewarding part of my job. Did I answer that question?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for answering the questions today and for taking out the time to be with us and share your experiences.
You're welcome. I'm really, I communicated to Noor about it. I'm really inspired by new team of ladies, young ladies, doing this, coming together as a forum, and not only looking to develop yourselves, but also doing outreach. This is outreach, right? You're reaching out to other young ladies who probably don't have the same resources as you do. So kudos to you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. We actually do have one more question. One in the chat, actually. How long did it take to get your PhD degree after college?
For me, specifically for me, I finished my PhD. So I finished my undergraduate in 2007. Then because I was coming to a school in US, I had to do all these GRE tests. I think you have to do that as well to get to graduate school. GRE test and English test to, to show that, yeah, I can read and write in English. That preparation took about a year and a half. Then I started applying school and I did my master's in 2010, finished it in 2009 and finished it in 2010. Immediately went for a PhD and finished it in 2013. Now, I finished my PhD within 5 years after I finished my undergraduate degree. But then the PhD research topics and everything can determine how long it may take an individual to complete that degree. Usually it's anywhere between 3 to 5 years.
And I actually have one more question for you.
Yes.
What is something that you're like extremely proud of that you've accomplished in your career?
There are a lot of things, but I think what I'm most proud of is being able to juggle being a mom and continuing to do what I like, what I want to do, what I love doing. One proud thing. My master's and PhD, both my research topics got awarded as a best research topic from the Oklahoma State University. Those flakes remind me to keep going again, so there are a lot. There is not one big accomplishment that, oh, this outshines everything. I think it's every time I hear from somebody, hey, you helped me, that's an accomplishment for me.
That's really cool about your PhD. That's really, really cool, actually. And then I'd say like right now in the world, like there's a lot of like technological advancements. So how would you say that relates to your field right now?
That's a very good question. It does relate a lot, and there have been a lot of progress made on, like, there are apps that can identify insects, and you can submit a photo and then it'll tell you what it is, if it's a pest or not, if it's present in your area or not. So it does have a great impact, especially while monitoring invasive pests. Invasive pests are something that are not present in our ecosystem here in the US or in California particularly, but we have the environment and we have the resources that if that pest was ever to come to California, it would be devastating. So to keep those things out, it helps. Technology helps a lot. That citizens, we call them citizen scientists, can submit a picture, can email, can call people to say, hey, I saw this. Is it something that we need to be afraid of? So there's a lot of technologies being used by local government, state government to study, to educate, not study, to educate general public about invasive pests. You probably have, there is one big one in citrus, Asian citrus psyllid. You probably know about it. If you don't know, let me take this opportunity to educate you, because Asian citrus psyllid is making its way to Northern California, where we have citrus. There are lots of different types of insects. Psyllid is a hemipteran that feeds by sucking on a plant, just like mosquitoes sucking our blood, right? It's sucking plant juice. But while doing that, if it's carrying a disease, like some mosquitoes could be carrying a disease, right? So if this psyllid is carrying a disease, it can inject that disease onto the plant. The insect doesn't get affected by the bacteria, the plant does. It can put the bacterium into the plant, and then bacterium grows into the plant and kills the plant eventually. To date, it has no cure. And this is something that the whole industry, citrus industry, county government, state, is doing extension and outreach to teach, you know, farmers, people who work in farms, fruit pickers, packing house people, people who work in packing house to package food, to train about this pest. So yeah, I wish I had a picture to share with you.
That sounds
But
really interesting.
look up Asian citrus psyllid. Look it up.
That's definitely something we could include on our Instagram posts, maybe, and
Yes.
fit other people. So thank you
I
for that.
can actually send you resources to just like, you know, links and small flyers and leaflets to include on your Instagram. If you're doing in-person events in school, we can do that. And yeah, I have given lectures to high school students, like the class lecture on these topics. So that's another thing we could, you know, like, I don't know how your schools are, but that's another thing that UC researchers do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're out to.
super cool. Okay, so that's all for today. Does anyone have any other questions? All right, well, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. Oh,
We have.
I have one thing.
Yes,
Yes,
go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'm Habiba. I'm from Cairo, and I just wanted to thank you for such an opportunity. I had a blast today joining you. The fact that young ladies like you can just hold a professional seminar like this is just huge. And thank you, Doctor, for sharing with us your inspirations and your experience. It was just like me personally, I had so much. I enjoyed your words so much, and it inspired me a lot. So I just wanted to thank you for your time, and actually, I'm looking forward to attending more seminars with you. So I wish you the best of luck with your careers, and I'm waiting for more seminars like this. Thank you.
thank you so much, Habiba. We're so glad that you enjoyed it. And thank you, of course, for coming. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to our first seminar. We're so excited. Keep on the lookout for our Instagram because we have one coming up in August as well. And we'll see you next time, hopefully. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank
Thank you,
guys.
Noor, again
Thank
inviting
you,
me to speak.
everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gautam. It was a
Thank
pleasure having you.
Bye-bye.